morning. It's day 2 on the PCT, and we're getting kind of a not super early start. It's about 6:45, but we just thought we'd take our time getting up and around this morning because we only have 8 miles into Lake Morena today, so we're sitting in a good position to get there kind of early and just enjoy ourselves the rest of the day out there. But yeah, I'm just going to take our time getting going, and I'm curious to see how sore I'm going to be when I get out of the tent. I can definitely tell that I'm very stiff and that there's going to be some muscles that are sore, but that's to be expected. And I'll definitely do a lot of stretching before I get going. And as I get going, it was a really cold night last night, down in the low 30s. And I felt really warm. My sleeping bag and all my layers worked really well. I even had my arms, I'm wearing my jacket, but I had my arms outside my sleeping bag a lot of the night and just felt really toasty. So I'm glad to see that everything's working out here the way it did when I was testing it at home too. Yeah, so it was a great night. The moon was just so bright and it was just lighting up the tent, and it was so quiet. And yeah, I didn't hear any more critters after last night's check-in. So it was just super quiet, nice night. Didn't sleep great, but I knew that would happen the first night too, but that's okay. I got about maybe 4 hours if I'm lucky. Anyway, there's time to catch up with that. But all right, gonna get going. We'll check in soon. All right, this morning's breakfast is going to be breakfast skillet, Mountain House, and I just put the hot water in here that I boiled, and I'm just going to close it up and let it sit for a few minutes. Okay, so we have finally left camp, and we're going to be going 3 miles to Hauser Canyon to collect a little bit more water, and then from there we have 5 miles of that steep incline up to Marina Valley. So onward. Okay, so on the other side over there, gotta get my trekking poles. Yeah, we're gonna be taking that trail up that steep hillside to Marina Valley, so that's where we're headed right now. Some more amazing views. You don't want to fall down that. That would be a bad day. I do have to say though that in person, these narrow paths on these hillsides, in the videos that I've watched of other thru hikers, they look so scary and intimidating and so narrow, but in person, they're really not that bad at all. They feel very stable and wide enough to where you should feel pretty comfortable, unless you're extremely afraid of heights, but I'm not. This feels really good. Wow, look how nice. Everything's so green and lush. These beautiful manzanita trees on both sides of the path. They're so pretty. It's just
so gorgeous around every turn. I know I'm gonna keep saying that, but it really is. In every turn around each hill, like, shows you new landscape and views and foliage, and it's just so interesting. And I seriously could just take pictures and video continuously, but obviously I have to watch my battery, so I have to be picky about what I do choose. But then I always feel bad because I'll walk by something and go, oh, I should totally videotape that, but I can't videotape everything. I wish I could, so you're just gonna have to get out here and see it for yourself. But I'll do my best to show you some pretty cool stuff. It's cool. Look at this water just seeping over the rock. The ground is so saturated. It's like a sponge, and that's cool. And then it's going across the road down the hillside. So yeah, we're on this dirt road for a little bit now, heading down into Hauser Canyon, Hauser Creek.
Hey, there's people up here. People in the shade.
Oh yeah.
Those are just my favorite free hiking paths.
Look how nice that is. It's beautiful. Wow, just absolutely stunning. This path goes down so steeply, and I never hear people talk about this in the videos, but this is the dirt path. From the dirt path where it connects back to the PCT down to Hauser Canyon or Hauser Creek. It's really steep. A lot of it's washed out right now too because of all the rains that they've had. So it's pretty, you gotta be really careful, and we're going pretty slowly down all this, so it's kind of technical, but yeah, I just don't hear a lot of people talk about it in the videos, but there's a lot of really steep declines and inclines just on the way to the 15-mile point. All right, I need to go pay attention to what I'm doing here.
Wow, so that we were just supposed to be going 3 miles down to Hauser Canyon, but it's incredible how technical this trail is for me. Anyway, it's very much a steep downhill decline. Cool boulder behind me, and a lot of rocks to step down as you're going, and a lot of the trail's washed out, so you have to take it really slow if you're not sure, if you're not used to doing something like this, but also if you're having any issues with your knees or feet or anything like that, to just really just take it slowly through here. But it is very beautiful, and looks like we're gonna be close to Hauser Creek here soon. Alright, so we made it down to Hauser Creek, and we're just going to sit here and take a break for a little bit before we have to head up that steep incline, that steep hill. So anyway, we'll check in with you in just a little bit. Alright, we're done with our break, so we're going to start our climb from Hauser Creek up to Lake Morena. So we're going from about, I think it's about 2,300 feet up to about 3,400 feet. So it's about 1,100 foot
elevation over 5 miles, so it doesn't sound that bad, but right now the trail looks pretty steep. Oh, this is pretty. It's so neat to see how different the trail looks on this side of the hill versus where we just came from. But everything here is a lot more stunted as far as growth, and yeah, the ground's like nice and orangey and just really pretty. But the terrain's just so much different than over on the other side. All right, this is my first time breaking out the umbrella. It's actually not even that hot. I don't know exactly what it is, but it feels like it's in probably the lower 70s. But it's it's gotta be about 1 o'clock. And yeah, just walking up this continuous climb from Hauser Creek to Lake Morena. It's pretty intense. I didn't realize, I knew it was a pretty steep elevation gain, but I never realized how hard it is. It's just straight uphill pretty much the entire time. So it's definitely a leg and glute burner. Yeah, if I finish this trail, I'm gonna be in amazing shape. So we're at about mile, I want to say about mile 18 and a half. So we're getting closer to Lake Morena, but it's funny when you hear that you only have 5 miles from Hauser Canyon up to Lake Morena. You think, oh, that's easy. You know, it's a big uphill climb, but 5 miles is a long time to be walking those steep trails that are switchbacks and just very steep and a lot of step ups, and so that was definitely a leg burner, butt burner. But looks like we're finally on some different looking trail. We're up near the top and heading down towards we're heading down. I don't know if we're gonna head up again, but for now we're heading down, which is nice. But anyway, yeah, still liking the trail really well, and just kind of still settling into this whole idea that I'm going to be doing this for a long time, and still really excited about it. Just tired. I hope I get a good night's sleep tonight. I didn't get much sleep last night, so we did a lot of hard work today. It's funny, we only did 8 miles today, but I do 8 miles at home with my regular workouts, and it doesn't feel nearly as rigorous as this has. People always stress that you should practice hills, use stair steppers, and they're right, because it'll definitely make this a lot more enjoyable to get started. You know, you don't want to start the PCT and be like, oh my gosh, I'm just so not in shape for this. I think no matter what you do, there's still going to be a break-in period, and you just got to kind of keep that in mind and don't get discouraged because it's really hard in the beginning. I mean, it's not hard for everybody, but for me, I would say it's definitely a little bit more advanced, but that's okay. I'm handling it really well, and I feel great. I'm just a little stiff and sore when I stop, and On a really good note though, my knee has not been bothering me at all today, which is fantastic. So that alone to me is just wonderful news because I was really worried about that yesterday. So it appears that it's just, hopefully just, it's kind of an intermittent thing that, I'm just breaking into the trail and getting used to all this, and hopefully that's not going to be an issue in the future. So anyway, I'm gonna keep on going. We're almost there. It's pretty neat to see how many different landscapes you can get in just the span of 8 miles. You've gone from totally forested areas of manzanita trees and where they're pretty thick, to these hillsides that are just covered with sage and huge boulders. It just looks so different around every bend. So it'd be really hard to get bored with the scenery out here because it's ever changing and just pretty. Alright, so we've arrived at Lake Morena campground, and we're just going to set up our tents and then probably take a walk over to the store and restaurant and see what they have over there and do a little resupply. But yeah, it's nice to be here, and it's really a beautiful day, beautiful weather again today, so we're just so lucky. But anyway, I'll touch base with you guys later and let you know if anything exciting's happening. But we're before the herd that left this morning from the southern terminus, so we'll see. There's probably gonna be a few people showing up here later on today. Okay, so we're walking up to the Lake Morena store, little restaurant, so we can resupply and get some food before we head back to the campground. So here's the inside of the Lake Morena store if you want to resupply here. I actually got some produce. I grabbed an avocado and a couple bananas from the other side. And I just have the usual convenience store stuff in the refrigerators. A lot of booze. Oh yeah, sorry. Just wanted to give you guys a quick pan of Lake Morena campground. Sun is setting over there. It's really pretty. Yeah, it's a beautiful night. Weather has really been just gorgeous the last couple of days. There's my blue tent, my duplex. That's where I'll be camping for the night.
Yeah, so the sun is quickly setting over there, but I just wanted to do another quick summary and let you guys know how day 2 went for me. First of all, I just got my first hot shower, which was wonderful, and I can definitely tell I'm going to appreciate those things a lot more right now. And yeah, today was a great day. I definitely was sore today as far as my muscles, and that would be, that's to be expected with any new rigorous workout. But the great news today was that my left knee that was really bothering me yesterday, I didn't feel it at all today. No twinges, no pain, nothing. So that was amazing. And we had gone down a lot of steep inclines, a lot of step downs again today, just as much as we did yesterday, if not more today. Yeah, coming down Hauser, down towards Hauser from camp this morning, it was really steep and rocky, and there was a lot of washout areas, and we had to keep walking through those divots and twisting every which way. So I was really worried, and that was kind of the real test to see if it was still aggravating me, and it did not at all. So I was so excited about that, and definitely was on guard the rest of the day though to see if it would start getting aggravated towards the end of the day, and it didn't. But I know I could potentially re-aggravate it, so I'm just going to really continue to pace myself though. But thank goodness it's definitely not something that's like an injury. Tomorrow we're going to be leaving here, and I think our next stop is Mount Laguna, and so it's about another 20 miles, I believe, and so it'll take us a couple days to get there. But yeah, it's a great day. The weather's been great. Everything is just, I know I've said it before, but everything's just so green this year, so it's really making it extra special and beautiful. I don't know what the rest of the trail holds in store for me as far as snow and weather and all that, but I'm not going to worry about it. I'm just going to enjoy here and now. The weather's been just beautiful. It's been in the mid 60s, and I believe today was probably in the low 70s. It got a little warm in the late afternoon, but yeah, it's been just this cool breeze mixed in with that, so it's been perfect hiking weather. And then at night it's really chilly, but after last night I feel pretty confident that I have the right layers to keep plenty warm out here. So Lake Morena, I definitely is going to be a little bit cooler than last night, but I feel pretty good that I'll be warm enough. Anyway, yeah, I just want to say hi to family. I miss you guys so much, and definitely started feeling that a little bit today. I feel a little isolated from you because I can't really text you or call or anything right now unless I get to Wi-Fi. And where I am right now, yeah, I went to the malt shop for like a minute and sent out a quick group message to everybody, but I just don't have good cell service right now, so it's kind of hit or miss. But at least I have my Garmin to let you know that I'm doing okay out here. But anyway, well, you guys have a great night, and we'll see you tomorrow. Day 3 already. Wow, it's going quick.